What's up? I can't believe we bumped into each other just now.
Hi, Rachel. Yeah, I didn't expect to see you around.
What are the odds that we'd both be at that cafe today? I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw you. It's been so long.
Same goes for me, too. I've been avoiding you for years. Seeing you was the last thing I wanted today.
Come on, Anna. Are you seriously still hung up on that? I noticed you were kind of cold when we saw each other, but how long are you gonna keep that up?
Are you being serious? Did you forget what happened?
Dude, we're sisters. You can't stay mad at me forever.
Don't piss me off, Rachel. You think I'm being cold? And whose fault do you think that was?
Oh my god, you're being so extra right now.
Did you forget that you stole my boyfriend? How could you be so chirpy after everything you did to me?
Come on, it's been 2 whole years. Just get over it. It's water under the bridge, no?
Are you seriously telling me to get over it?
It wasn't that big of a deal. I don't get why you're still so pissed off about this. All I did was hook up with your boyfriend. You're being kind of petty.
Petty? That's rich. I was planning on marrying Darren. I wanted to spend the rest of my life with him. How could I possibly forgive you for destroying my relationship? You stole the man I wanted to marry, and you think that I'm being petty for still being mad at you? You're the one being unreasonable.
You wanted to marry Darren? Oh my god, that's hilarious. Oh, how cute of you to think you were going to marry him. You two are dating for how long? 6 months, give or take?
I only date people I see a future with. Besides, that's not the point.
You've always been so obsessed with the whole marriage thing. It's the 21st century, girl. Women should be prioritizing their career, not men. You should take a page or 2 out of my book.
God, you're so messed up. Do you not hear yourself?
Men are just for fun. It's to kill time when you're bored. Instead of wasting your time worrying about marriage and boyfriends and all that jazz, you should go get that bread. Like me. I was at that cafe for work reasons.
Oh, really? You were working?
Yeah! I actually got headhunted by a company recently. I was having an onboarding meeting with the HR guy from the company.
Wait, you were actually headhunted?
I know, right? Isn't it amazing? Classic me!
I guess so. Being headhunted is a pretty big deal. Good for you, I guess.
And what about you? What were you doing at the cafe? Wait, let me guess. Since you're so obsessed with getting married, maybe you were swiping left and right on a dating app? Hunting for a hubby on a weekday afternoon?
Oh, shut up. It might come as a surprise to you, but I was working too. I was at the cafe taking a quick lunch break. I had a pretty busy day, so I ended up taking my break later than usual.
Oh? You were on a lunch break? Wait, does that mean you work pretty close to that cafe?
Yeah. My office is like a 5-minute walk from there.
No way! That's a crazy coincidence. My new workplace is also near that cafe.
Oh god, you've got to be kidding me.
It's called Mildred & Co. It's like this upcoming startup company, and they're a pretty big deal in the industry. Even though it's still pretty small, their salary offer is pretty amazing.
Mildred & Co.? You're going to work at Mildred & Co.
I've been feeling so unfulfilled at the firm I'm at and was considering looking for a new job. And then, voila! I got a message from someone at Mildred saying they wanted to meet me, and it turned out to be a headhunt.
Oh my god, I can't believe this is happening right now.
What kind of reaction is that? You're not gonna tell me that you also work at Mildred, are you?
It's the same place. I work there too.
No way!
Oh my god, why is this happening? I never wanted anything to do with you again. That's why I cut you off and never contacted you. I did everything I could possibly do to avoid you. But now you're going to work with me?
You've got to be kidding me. This is insane. You're lying. You don't work there. What the hell?
Oh my god, this is a freaking nightmare. No, frickin' no! I cannot work with you. Ever. That can't happen.
Don't you think that's a bit much? Why are you being so rude all of a sudden? Is it so awful to imagine working with me?
I have every right to react this way, Rachel. You stole my boyfriend. You stole the person I was dating. Why would I ever want to be in the same room as you?
Oh, you think it's bad for you? I don't want to be in the same workplace as the pathetic loser that can't keep her man under control. You're probably a fumbling, pathetic mess at work, too.
God, you make me sick, Rachel.
I mean, come on, Anna. Your baby sister stole your boyfriend from you. That is the definition of pathetic. And I don't want anything to do with that type of energy.
I can't believe you right now. You're crazy. You're actually crazy.
Now I am in such a gross mood. I was so excited about getting headhunted and starting a new career, but now I have to work with you? Thank you for ruining my day, Anna.
Anna, how's it going? I'm sorry to message you during your lunch break, but I just wanted to let you know that the meeting we had planned later is going to be rescheduled to tomorrow. Client's request. Hey, Trish. Thanks for the update. No problem. Anyway, I'll let you get back to your lunch break. Oh, wait. I actually wanted to ask you something. Do you have a second? Yeah? What's going on? Do you know anything about the new person that's going to be joining our office? Have you heard anything from HR? The new hire? You're so close with everyone in the office, so I figured you might know something about the new hire. Oh, yes, I think I know who you're talking about. I overheard Connor from HR talking about how he came across a super impressive candidate and he managed to headhunt her. Oh, yes. I think that's her. Do you know anything about her? He said she's perfect for that head of advertising position that's been open for a while. She has a pretty amazing background and a solid CV. He was super excited about her and was rambling about how she has what it takes to make an impact with us. Oh, I see. She sounds perfect. Yeah, I'm pretty excited to meet her too. I mean, if she's got Connor and the whole HR team all riled up, she must be a pretty cool person to work with. Aren't you excited to meet her? I guess if she's as accomplished as they say she is, it would be a great experience to work with her. Why do you ask? Is something going on with the new hire? Oh, no, don't worry about it. Anyway, thanks for letting me know the meeting was rescheduled. I've got something I want to sort out, so I'm going to head out early today. Can you let everyone at the office know? All right, will do. Have a great rest of the day, Anna.
Good morning, Anna. Can we talk? I want to talk to you about something. It's important.
Important? What are you talking about?
I've been thinking about our situation, and I don't think it'll be a good idea for us to work in the same company.
I think so too. Given that our relationship isn't particularly positive, I don't think it would be good for either of us to work together. I try to keep my private life and work life separate, but I highly doubt that we'd be able to focus on our work if we're around each other.
Exactly. And to top it all off, I was headhunted. If I don't perform to their expectations, I'm screwed. I can't mess this opportunity up. I need to be in an environment where I can focus.
Huh. You're surprisingly serious when it comes to work.
Duh! Who do you think I am? So, I think the best way to sort this mess out is if you resigned from Mildred & Co.
What? You want me to quit?
Yeah, I don't really care what you do or where you go from here, but can you quit? And I mean, like, as soon as possible.
Are you being serious right now? Why would I quit?
My starting date is next week, so if you submit the letter of resignation today, you should be able to get out in time.
Whoa, hold up a second. Are you actually suggesting that I quit because you want to work here? Are you being serious right now?
Like I said a few days ago, I don't want to work with a loser like you. I was headhunted, Anna. Headhunted. I'm not like you. I'm actually successful and people actually want to work with me. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
What is that supposed to mean? You're making it sound like I'm not needed by my company.
I mean, obviously not as much as me.
Excuse me?
Unlike your marriage-obsessed, sad life, I actually have a career and a decent track record. I was headhunted on the basis of my skills and offered a high salary that reflects how amazing I am. I think it's pretty obvious which one of us is valued by the company.
You're unbelievable.
You know, you've always been like this, Anna. You've always been less than me. I went to a better private school and a better college and always had better grades than you. I was better at sports. I was better at everything. Even though you're the big sister, you were nothing compared to me. It's honestly sad.
How could you? Is that what you thought of me all these years? That I'm the sad, pathetic big sister?
Oh yeah, definitely. I always thought of you as a worthless loser.
How could you say that to your own sister?
And to top it all off, all I had to do was flirt with Darren a little bit to steal him from you. I couldn't get over how easy that was.
Oh, you think I'm the worthless loser? You know what I think? I think you're the one that's embarrassing yourself by constantly obsessing over beating me. You're the sad one, not me.
I can't help it. It feels good to watch you lose. It makes me feel good to see you fail.
What is wrong with you? Like, what is actually wrong with you?
I don't know how many more times I need to say this, but I can't stand you being in the same place that I am. I can't work with someone like you. It's embarrassing. It would be such a drag to work in the same place as you. You're going to get in my way, so just quit already.
You know what? It's all fine, because you're fired.
What? What are you talking about?
Since you're fired, you don't have to ever worry about working with me. Wouldn't that be a relief for you?
Wait, I don't get what you're saying right now. What do you mean I'm fired?
Like I said, you're fired. You're planning on starting next week, right? I'll see if I can figure something out by then.
Huh? What are you saying? You can't do anything about this. You're just an employee. How could you possibly find a way to fire me?
You never know. It might be possible.
When did you become so stupid? Oh wait, is it leftover damage from getting dumped 2 years ago? Maybe you became stupid because of all of that.
Huh. Look who's talking.
I was headhunted, Anna. I was literally asked to join your company by the CEO. They can't and won't fire me. And you definitely can't do anything about me joining Mildred.
Oh, but the thing is, I run Mildred & Co.
What? What do you mean you run Mildred? You're the CEO of Mildred?
I never thought that you, of all people, would come to my company. I let HR handle all of the hiring-related stuff, but there was no way I could have seen this coming.
Are you serious?
Anyway, I'd prefer you didn't work with us. I get that you're an accomplished worker and all of that, but I don't want somebody who steals her sister's boyfriend and thinks nothing of it to work at my company. I don't need someone with flawed morals like yours messing with the culture here.
No, this is not happening. This isn't possible. How could you be the CEO?
Sorry to disappoint you, but it's possible and it's definitely happening.
But you're Anna. You're the sad, pathetic, no good for nothing big sister. How could you be the CEO of a company? And you're the CEO of Mildred & Co? You're just trying to freak me out. You're lying.
Whether you believe me or not is up to you. But if you want to join a company, maybe you should have looked up a thing or two about the person running the company. Hope you're doing all right, Anna. I looked into the new hire like you asked me to. It turns out she falsified her resume, her work experience, her whole story. She exaggerated so much of her background. Oh my god, I knew something was fishy about her whole story. She told HR that she was the head of advertising at a pretty big IT software company, but she was just working at a small branch office. And she's not actually the head of advertising. She makes the internal newsletter for the local branch office. She was writing the internal newsletter? That's literally useless. I guess she could be considered the project lead or whatever because she was making the internal newsletter on her own. Apparently, that's why she claimed she was head of advertising in the meeting with HR. What a scam. I mean, it's also partially our fault for not doing sufficient background checks before firing her, but this is unbelievable. Yeah, I agree. What she did is beyond unprofessional. But the thing is, I talked to our lawyer and he said it's not so easy to fire her at this point in the process. Oh, really? Why can't we do that? We'd have to find evidence that she actually falsified her information. And then there's the fact that we didn't adequately confirm her background before hiring her, which doesn't look so good on us. All of that makes unhiring her a big logistical hassle. The legal team suggested that instead of firing her, we could maybe reduce her pay, demote her, or place her in a different position. They said we could go to the police about this, but I doubt involving law enforcement would be great for our company's image either. I see. I don't want to risk damaging our reputation over this issue. I don't want people to think we're randomly hiring people without doing our due diligence. Imagine if our clients and competing companies found out about this mess. It would make things a lot worse. Given the context of the situation and the people involved, I don't think we should escalate the issue too much. Connor and the HR team are mortified. Some of them are worried they have to resign themselves. I think losing any more staff over this would be a big blow to us. You're right. We have to be careful about this. Thank you so much for your advice, Trish. You're a godsend. I didn't expect this company to grow so much in the last 2 years. All of this is thanks to you. If you weren't here, this couldn't have happened. Having a level-headed, resourceful secretary like you is a major blessing. If you're going to compliment me, you can do it with a raise next quarter. All right. Anyway, I'll figure out how to get us out of this mess. I'm going to need a bit of time to figure out what to do with her. No problem. The best case scenario would be if she handed in a letter of resignation herself. Anyway, I'll talk to you again soon. Let me know if you need anything else.
Anna, I swear I wasn't trying to trick your company. I just exaggerated things a little bit to increase my chances of getting hired. That's all it was.
How is any of this a little exaggeration? You did way more than that. You can't blame us for thinking you lied intentionally.
You're not going to report this to the police or anything, right? All of it just slipped out in the moment. I got caught up in trying to make a good impression. You know how it is with job changes. You have to do everything you can to negotiate a salary increase. That's why I put a twist on things a little, you know?
You're not cooking, Rachel. You can't just go ahead and put a twist on your resume. It doesn't work like that. How am I supposed to hire people if everyone was lying about their background on a whim? What does that say about my integrity as a business owner?
That's why I'm apologizing to you. I get that I messed up. We're sisters, right? You have to forgive me. I don't care about the salary, but please don't fire me. Please let me work at your company.
Oh, that's a turn of events. You don't want to go back to your old company? Isn't it better to go back to your old company instead of staying here after everything you did?
No way! I can't do that! I can't go back to that place. I'm begging you, Anna. Please let me work under you. I'm your baby sister. You have to help me out here.
Why are you so desperate all of a sudden? I thought you're better than me, right? If you're so successful, then wouldn't your old company be ecstatic that you're coming back to work with them?
Aren't you listening to what I'm saying? I can't go back there. There's no place for me there anymore. No one wants me back there.
What do you mean? What happened? I mean, the whole I'm the head of advertising thing aside, you were talking my ear off about how great you were just a few days ago. I thought you were doing good work there and everything was going well for you.
I mean, yeah, work-wise everything was pretty much fine there, but people found out that I was having an affair with one of the senior managers there.
Oh my goodness, you did what?
That's why I can't go back there. The only place I can go now is your company. So please, Anna, please let me stay and work at Mildred. I have nowhere else to go. I don't care if the salary is low. I'll do anything you ask me to do.
But you literally said to me the other day that men are just for fun and that you don't take things with guys too seriously. You were being so cocky about that, but here you are, risking your career over some guy?
Anna, you don't get it. I couldn't help it. I felt like I was better than everyone else when I was hooking up with the senior manager.
Oh my goodness. Do I want to even know what kind of logic that's based on?
I wanted to prove to my coworkers that make fun of me that I'm better than them. I wanted to show them that I'm the sort of woman that powerful men fall for. It felt good to feel on top of everyone else.
Rachel, you're literally messed up to the core. Like, straight up rotten inside. I can't believe you would gain a sense of self-satisfaction from that. And you're okay with yourself after everything you did?
I don't care what you say about me. Just give me a chance. I won't sleep with anyone at your company. I promise. I'll put my head down and work hard and do whatever you ask me to. Just please let me stay.
Fine. I need some time to think about all this. I'll have my HR team reach out to you in a couple of days. Let's finalize things after that, okay?
Thank you. I hope you consider my perspective and give me a chance.
After a lot of thinking and a series of discussions with Rachel, I decided to hire her and put her on a new grad pay grade. I thought she learned her lesson and was working hard at first, but eventually she started to boast to everyone at work that she was the CEO's younger sister. We immediately demoted her in response to her inappropriate behavior. To top it all off, her coworkers started to take notice of her low performance and refer to her as the CEO's pitiful younger sister. It didn't cross Rachel's mind that boasting about being the CEO's sister would make things worse for her, and she seems to be spiraling out of control day by day. According to Trish, my secretary, it might not be too long until Rachel hands in a letter of resignation.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, press the like button. And everyone else, we'd love to hear your comments. Don't forget to subscribe too. Your support means so much to us. There are other satisfying videos, so take a look at the rest of our channel. See you at the next video.
I don't know how the world's most antisocial person ever made it into my wedding, but I'm not happy about it. There's not a chance I would want someone like you at my wedding. That's why I went out of my way to help expedite your departure. Do me a favor and leave as soon as possible. That's why you threw wine on me? You wanted me to leave that badly? That's pretty awful of you. What exactly was so awful about what I did? Now you can make your grand exit and go home. If anything, you should be thanking me for helping you get out of a social situation. Show a little gratitude of your benevolent rescuer. You've got to be kidding, right? There's no way you actually think you did me a favor? Why would I thank you for ruining my clothes? You can't stay at the wedding totally soaked in wine. Come on, we both know you hate being around people. Now you can leave and get back to doing whatever a recluse likes to do. I already called you a taxi too. You're welcome. A little wine never hurt anyone. I'll be fine. The staff here got me some towels to help me dry off anyway. And as it turns out, I happen to have something I can change into. Lucky me. Sorry, but I won't be going home today just yet. Are you kidding me? Why exactly do you think I've gone through all the trouble of pretending to fall over myself and make a mess? Just to throw a little wine on you? I don't want you to be here. You should just leave already. There's not a chance I'm leaving. I'm going to change my dress and get back to the venue. Are you really so stubborn that you can't read the room? You haven't changed a bit since high school. You'll always be the pathetic girl with no friends sitting in the corner alone. Why would someone like you be at a big social event anyway? You're totally out of place. You don't have any friends. You don't know anyone. Is it really that much of a mystery? I was invited. Why else would I be here? Caleb invited me to the wedding. How did you not know who was coming to your own event? Did you not discuss anything with him when you planned your wedding? Why would I check every single name on the list one by one? I don't have that kind of time. We invited a ton of people. So of course I was shocked when I saw you here. The goblin from high school came out of her cave and is around other people. It's unbelievable. I changed my name after getting married. You wouldn't have known it was me by just looking at the list anyway. Wow, maybe you changed a bit since high school after all. That's a really good joke. I almost can't believe you of all people got married. And before me? I'm sure whatever cave creature you decided to marry is just as boring and socially inept as you are. There you go again, judging everyone left and right. You don't know the first thing about me or my husband. If anyone hasn't changed, it's you. You're exactly the same as you've always been. I bet you didn't even have a wedding ceremony to avoid having to see other people. It must have been a real challenge to make anyone fall for you. How hard was it to make yourself the slightest bit appealing to another human being? Almost as difficult as trying to make yourself presentable for today. I'm so sorry I ruined that with my little spill. You must have tried so hard. It turned out to be all for nothing. Your empty apology is totally heartless. You don't think what you did was wrong? Not even a little bit? Do you not have any guilt? I don't. Not even a little bit. In fact, I think you've done something far worse than I have in just showing up to my wedding. It should be illegal for someone so ugly to come to the wedding of such a beautiful couple. You are totally out of place here, and that's why you should be leaving right about now. Unfortunately for you, it isn't going to work like that. You keep telling me to leave and think it's as simple as that? What exactly do you plan on telling Caleb when he was the one that invited me? I think there'll be a much bigger impact than you think if I were to just leave. You're so full of it. Don't make me laugh. You actually think anyone would care if you left? You are so delusional. No one would even notice if you left right now. I'm sure you're just another one of many obligatory invitations that went out to coworkers and acquaintances in order to make our wedding that much bigger. What does it matter if one less insignificant person stays for the rest of the day? Are you really so sure about that? I've never been more sure about anything in my life. Get going already. You keep acting all tough, but I know you're crying all over your phone right now. I'm tired of telling you, so get out already. Well, if you're so sure, then I suppose I will then. Don't waste any more time, ha ha.
Carly, are you alright? I was just talking with the staff who were helping out. They said they were able to get you a change of clothes. They're bringing them to you right now. They'll meet you in the waiting room in just a second.
I'm sorry, Caleb. I don't mean to trouble them, but can you tell them that it's alright? I don't need the clothes. I'm on my way home, so they don't need to worry about it.
What? Why are you going home already? What's wrong? You aren't feeling sick, are you? Let me call you a taxi to take you to urgent care.
No, I'm totally okay. Don't worry about me. I'm not sick or anything. I'm just heading home is all.
You aren't sick, but it's only 5. Is it because you're angry about what happened? I hope you aren't too upset about it. I'd really appreciate if you could stay, though. My wedding wouldn't be the same without my sister here. Please don't worry about the dress. I can take care of it. I'll make sure that Addison apologizes again, too.
I'm not angry at all, I promise. I really do want to see the whole thing to the end. I was really looking forward to today and being here for you.
I don't understand. If that's the case, then why are you saying that you need to go home?
Because your fiancé is asking that I leave.
She what? Addison asked you to leave.
Yes, she asked that I go home. Actually, her and I were in the same graduating class in high school. We also had a lot of the same classes in school.
Really? I can't believe I never realized that.
We never got along, though. Well, maybe that's an understatement. I should say that she hated me. She said she wasn't comfortable with me being at the wedding, so I'm leaving as she asked.
I had no idea the two of you knew each other that long, let alone had a history. I'm so sorry, Carly. I really didn't know.
No, I should be the one apologizing. It's my fault this happened. I wasn't able to take any time to meet with you and her family. Then it would have been easier to explain. If you'd known sooner, maybe all of this wouldn't have happened today. I'm sorry for causing you all this trouble. Please don't worry about me, though. I'll be totally fine. You should enjoy your special day. I want you to have fun. What is this all about? Why didn't I ever hear about you being Caleb's sister? Oh, someone else already told you about that. Yes, him and I are siblings. I'm sure that's surprising to you. I thought you were an only child. You shouldn't have any siblings. How does that make any sense? Yes, I was an only child in high school, but around the time we graduated high school, my mother got remarried. The man she married was Caleb's father. What? Actually, our parents had known one another since middle school. That's around the time Caleb and I first met. Caleb and I have always been really close. It's almost like we've always been siblings. But my mother wanted to focus on her career at the time, and she was determined to get herself back on her feet before getting married again. Eventually, around the time we graduated high school, she was in a much better situation than before and happy with her career. So, like she promised, they'd finally gotten married. You can't be serious. Is it really that hard to believe? I'm sure Caleb has mentioned to you before that he isn't related to his sister by blood. I'm sure I remember him mentioning that. He was explaining the situation to you before. Of course he told me about it before. I know all about his father getting remarried and having a step-sibling, but only that he has a sister that travels frequently. How was I supposed to know that it was you, though? I never would have imagined it would be you of all people. You don't have to imagine it. It's reality. Yes, it's the quiet girl you always made fun of in high school. But then that means that if I get married, that you'll become my sister-in-law? Yes, that is what that means. I'm going to be your new older sister. How could this happen? I was more popular than you. I was in a higher social circle. How could someone like you become my older sister? It's quite a complicated set of circumstances, isn't it? I suppose life works in mysterious ways. Nothing you can do at this point. Right. Sure. You're right. Nothing I can do. Gotcha. Well then. If that's how things are then, I suppose we'll just have to make it look like we get along then. So you better hurry up and get back to the wedding. Huh? Go back? Don't play dumb. Just forget that I ever told you to leave. Don't tell Caleb or anyone about this, all right? We don't need any more drama today. So in other words, you just want me to go back just to protect your own appearance, is that right? You want to be at the wedding, don't you? You want to support your brother, don't you? Well then, hurry up already and stop shuffling your feet. If you know what's best for yourself, you listen to what I tell you to do.
You can forget about it. I'm calling off our wedding.
What are you talking about? What do you mean our wedding? Wait, Caleb, is that you?
Yes, of course it is. Addison, I'm calling off the wedding. I think I'll be reconsidering the whole marriage thing for the time being.
What are you saying? Wait just a minute. What do you mean you're calling off the wedding? Why are you using Carly's phone?
Is there something wrong with helping my sister after she was drenched in wine? You told Carly to leave. I'm taking responsibility for the situation and helping my sister get home. And in between all of this mess today, I can very well see that you've done some soul searching.
Now, you wait just a second. I didn't intentionally spill wine on her. You were right with me when it happened. You saw everything, didn't you? You know that I fell down. And I would never tell Carly to leave. Why would I say such an awful thing?
You can stop with the blatant lies. I know very well what happened. I've looked at all the messages you sent my sister today.
I can explain.
You don't need to explain anything, Addison. I don't want to hear any more from you. I don't want to marry a girl that bullied my sister into not wanting to come to school. I can't tell you how disappointed I am in you, Addison.
Excuse me?
Carly told me that the two of you didn't get along back in school, but I know there was far more to it than that. I have your other classmates to thank for that. You treated her so horribly that she stopped going to school.
You're blaming that on me. That's not what happened, Caleb. You have it all wrong. I would never do anything like that to someone.
I realize I don't have the best memory, but now it's all coming back to me. You'd say horrible things about single parents. I remember secretly looking through Carly's diary back when we were all in school. Now all of the things she'd written down about not wanting to go to school make sense. You were who she was writing about. You were the reason she didn't want to go to school and talk to anyone. How could you do that to someone?
But you've got it all wrong.
People even messed with me for only having one parent back then. I know what it's like to be treated the way she was, but maybe not to the extent that you put her through. I can't marry someone who would do that to another person, especially not someone who's so unapologetic for it to this day.
Just let me explain, please. Don't say things like that, Caleb. Sure, Carly and I had a little bit of a history from when we were in school, but that was a long time ago. And we aren't just talking about the past right now. I think you're making a huge mistake. You don't need to call off the wedding.
Where exactly is the mistake in my logic? Because to me it seems clear as day what needs to be done here.
I was young. I'm not the same person anymore. Maybe I was a little mean to some of the people I wasn't close friends with, but that's not who I am today. I'm not just a kid in high school anymore. I'm an adult. I don't have the same opinions as any awful stereotypes anymore. I'm sure Carly and I will be great friends.
I wouldn't ask that of my sister. She shouldn't have to endure putting up with someone like you anymore. I don't want anything to do with you, Addison. After today, I don't ever want to see you again, got it?
You don't really mean that, do you?
Someday when I make my own family, I want it to be a kind, respectable one. And I want to have a lot of children one day too. I've told you before many times, haven't I?
Yes, of course. I want the same thing that you do. We can have that, Caleb. We can have as many children as we want. And we can make a wonderful family together.
I don't think we can, though. I don't think someone who can unapologetically hurt another person is qualified to be a mother.
But that's not who I am.
But that is who you are, and I will not start a family with someone like that. It's over, Addison. The marriage is off.
Don't do this, Caleb.
It's a good thing we decided to do the wedding before we went and signed any papers. I'll be sure to explain the situation to everyone after I get back from taking my sister home. You should reflect on all of this while you're waiting.
Why did you do this to me? This is all your fault, everything. The wedding is over because of you. You've ruined everything. I'll never forgive you for this. I don't need your forgiveness. I didn't do anything to you. You got what you deserved. Caleb gave up on you because of what you did and continue to do. Don't try to turn this on me. This is all because of you, you miserable dork. All the shame and humiliation you've brought on me is because of what you did. What relation would me being a dork have to this situation exactly? You did this to yourself, your behavior. Own up to your actions. It doesn't matter how you look at this. This is on you. If you're so angry about this, you should think hard about it because right now your anger is misplaced. Who exactly should be reflecting about all of this? Because it's of no consequence to me anymore. I don't care about the wedding being canceled or any of this. I don't care about any of it anymore. Wow, you're very strong. I'm not missing out on anything. It's Caleb's loss, not mine. I'll meet someone else in no time and I'll be totally fine. He's easily replaceable, unlike me. A woman like me can choose from anyone I want. I already have people lined up begging to be with me. Already? Is it really that easy for you? Of course it is. I already have 3 people lined up that I've been seeing and keeping in touch with. James and Lucas are both working well-paying jobs. Not that you'd remember them. And Liam's parents have their own company that they run. It won't be difficult to marry any one of them and I'll be set for life. Like I said, it doesn't matter if Caleb doesn't want me anymore. It's no skin off my nose. I see. It was nice of you to tell me yourself about all the cheating while you were engaged. I'll make sure to fill my brother in on the details so he can file a lawsuit. I hope you'll make whatever preparations you need to pay.
What are you talking about? What lawsuit?
I'm grateful you were so willing to openly admit to cheating. It'll build the perfect case when they admit to it as well. I can't wait to see this play out to the end.
Will you stop rambling about nonsense? You don't even know what you're talking about. The wedding was canceled. It's over between Caleb and I. We aren't getting married. It doesn't matter what you tell him because we aren't a thing anymore. It's meaningless.
Well, not as meaningless as you think. Sure, you aren't getting married as of yesterday, but you cheated during your engagement, and that means a case can be made.
There's no way. That can't be real.
Oh, it is. And it looks like there's going to be a lot of evidence. I'll be collecting all of this to make things easier for Caleb.
What evidence are you talking about?
I think I just might have found your secret Instagram account. You sure left a post on this one. It looks like I found some of your extra boyfriends on here too. This'll make things a lot easier for me.
What are you looking through? What account did you find?
I totally forgot to mention what I do for a living. I work at an agency for private investigators. I take a lot of pride in my work, I have to say. I've gotten very good at it.
Tell me you're joking.
It's a very reputable agency. I'm sure you've heard about it before. I always do my best for our clients. We have to make sure to uphold our reputation. That's why I'm always traveling so much. It's essential for my job, especially for things like making sure people are out on a business trip like they say they are. We get a lot of requests for cases like that.
You're really not joking. Caleb never mentioned that his sister worked a job like that.
Of course I'm not joking. My husband is a lawyer too. It's been beneficial to both of our careers to be able to work together in a lot of cases.
A lawyer? You're married to a lawyer. How can someone as boring and ugly as you manage that?
Caleb introduced us to one another. Anyway, I expect we'll be hearing from my husband soon on Caleb's behalf.
You're unbelievable. You're both cowards if you think you can hide behind a lawyer.
Got a quick question for you. One of the people you were cheating with is married, right? Does that mean that the both of you were seeing each other, despite the fact that you were engaged and he's already married?
What? Seeing someone already married? Even I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't want to deal with any of the trouble of seeing someone who's already married.
I guess that means that they were lying to you then. I'm looking into all the people you mentioned earlier. It wasn't hard to find the one. He looks very happy in all of his pictures. He has a lovely family. Did he ever mention them to you?
You're lying. That's impossible. There's no way any of them were married. No one would ever lie to me.
It seems this rabbit hole is deeper than I thought. But I'll make sure to figure out the full extent of the situation. I'm going to make sure you never forget what I'm capable of. Not long after, I was able to collect information on all the people that Addison had been seeing while she was with my brother. With all of that in hand, Caleb was able to build his case against Addison. On top of expenses to cover the canceled wedding, it came out to a little less than $70,000. Addison tried her best to cling to all of the extra ties due to the large amount she would need to pay. Unfortunately for her, all of them were either married or already dating someone else. They all quickly realized that their involvement with her was no longer worth the effort. All of them cut contact with her, and she resorted to begging to her parents to help her cover everything. However, she somehow managed to pull enough together to pay it all. In order to pay back the money that she borrowed, she's supposedly taken up additional work in her off time. Naturally, as a result of her prideful personality, she isn't making as much as she's originally thought. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, don't forget to give us a like and subscribe.
Hi, Jenny. I'm sorry to message you late at night. I know you're probably busy, but I could really use some relationship advice from you.
Hey, Cassidy. You want advice on your love life from me?
You always help me out at work, and the things you say are always so spot on and helpful. So it would mean a lot if I could also get a little bit of help with my love life, too.
I appreciate the flattery, but I don't know if anything I say would be that much help for you. Are you sure you want to ask me?
I don't care. I trust you, and I don't feel comfortable asking anyone else.
Okay. If you insist, I'll do my best. Don't get mad if I can't be that much help, though.
Oh my god, thank you, Jenny! So, I recently developed feelings for someone other than my boyfriend.
Oh no. Are you serious?
Exactly. In a situation like this, who should I choose?
Hold on a second. Sorry if I'm being a little intrusive, but can I double-check something with you?
What do you need to double check with me?
Your current boyfriend is the guy I introduced you to, right? Finn? My longtime family friend and one of your clients? You're still dating him, no?
Yeah, that's him. We celebrated our 2nd anniversary the other day.
I see. So everything was going relatively well between you and Finn. But regardless of that, you fell in love with another person? Is that right?
Yeah. I feel bad because you introduced me to Finn. But you know how they say you should trust your gut when it comes to love, right? I just have this gut feeling that this other guy is the one. I feel like he's my soulmate.
It's a little awkward for me since Finn is one of my oldest friends, but I also get that you can't change how you feel. If you're in love with someone else, you're in love with someone else. I think you should trust your heart and follow it to whoever it leads you to. If you think this other person is your soulmate, maybe you should give that a shot.
So, does that mean you're okay with me leaving Finn? Do you support me choosing this path?
I can't support you wholeheartedly for obvious reasons. Like I said, he's a good friend of mine. I introduced you to him thinking you two would get along. But if you're going to go for this other guy, make sure you end things with Finn. It wouldn't be fair to Finn if you strung him along.
Okay, thank you for your advice. I'm going to break up with Finn right now.
Wait, right now? You're being shockingly calm about this.
I mean, I can just break up with him over text. Like you said, I should value my gut instinct rather than stay in my 2-year relationship with Finn, right?
I guess so. As long as you end things with Finn, I don't see why starting a new relationship with the person you truly love would be a problem. Good luck with this new guy.
Thank you so much, Jenny. So, in order to make that happen, can you leave your husband?
What now? What does my husband have to do with any of this?
Yeah, like I said, I want you to leave your husband so that I can be with him.
Oh, wait. Are you saying that the person you like is Colin? You're in love with my husband?
Yeah, I'm in love with Colin.
This can't be happening.
And there's actually something else I need to tell you. The thing is, Colin and I have actually been seeing each other on the down low for almost 6 months.
You're already dating him?
But I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to sneak around anymore. I want to take Colin seriously. I want us to be a couple. So please, Jenny, could you leave Colin for me?
I can't believe this is happening. This is a literal nightmare. Oh my god. Is this real? Are you being serious right now? Colin's been cheating on me for 6 months? How is that even possible?
I guess you could say it was love at first sight? Do you remember that time Colin came to the end of your party last Christmas to pick you up? I thought he was so thoughtful and sweet. I like guys like that.
Is that why you made a move on Colin?
Oh, no. There are obviously a bunch of other reasons, but that was what started it all. He's good-looking and successful. He's a young manager at an industry-leading firm. He's perfect for me in so many ways.
Oh my god. I don't even know what to say.
You're the one that told me to follow my gut instinct and go after the person I love, right? So please divorce Colin. It's the only way I can be with him.
Hey Finn, how's it going? Do you have time to talk right now? I wanted to talk to you about Cassidy. Oh, that's odd timing, because I just broke up with Cassidy. You two just broke up? Well, I guess so. She texted me, "We need to break up," out of the blue. That's all she said? Since when was breaking up as easy as a simple text? How would I know? I tried to get her to meet me in person so that we could talk things over, but she kept saying stuff like she didn't want to see me anymore because things are over between us. Seems like she made up her mind. Oh my god, I can't believe she actually did that. I tried to call her a couple of times, but she's been ignoring my calls. And then guess what happened next? She sent me a list of like 100 things that she doesn't like about me. She called it the things that made me hate you list. She sent you 100 things? Who in their right mind would do that to someone? Ugh, that's so messed up, Finn. I'm sorry this is happening to you. Yeah, that honestly got to me. She included our second anniversary date on the list too. She said the gift I got her was cheap and tacky and she wanted to go to a fancier hotel. That's ridiculous. How shallow could she be? She said it was suffocating being with me every day. She said she hated that I didn't give her an allowance or take her out on fancy dates. She said she hated everything I did. And eventually, all of that made her fall out of love with me. Wait, is that all she said when she was explaining why she wants to leave you? What do you mean, all she said? She gave me 100 different reasons. That looked like more than enough reasons to me. I'm not talking about the number of reasons. She didn't mention my husband at all in this conversation? Colin? No, why would we talk about him? Well, this is kind of hard to say, but... She didn't mention that she's been cheating on you with my husband? She's what? What are you talking about? I can't believe she'd hide the real reason she wants to end things with you and put the blame on you. That's so selfish. I can't believe she'd do this to you. Wait, are you being serious right now? Jenny, please tell me you're lying. You're Cassidy's manager. How could she disrespect you like that? Cassidy told me herself like half an hour ago. And I messaged Colin about it just now and he confirmed it too. You won't believe how disgustingly flippant he was when I called him out. He said it's normal for guys to have affairs with younger women and there wasn't anything wrong with it. What the hell? What kind of logic is he operating on? I can't believe anyone could do this to the person they love. We can't just let this be water under the bridge. I can't forgive them for what they did to both of us. And Cassidy, she could have been honest with you about why she wanted to leave you instead of coming up with 100 reasons why she hates you. It's childish and spiteful and ugh! Hey, Jenny, relax. I'm fine. Don't worry about me. I think I'll get over this pretty quickly thanks to how blatantly messed up the whole situation is. You might be fine, but I won't. Cassidy stole my husband and hurt you. I am never, ever going to forgive her. She's not getting away with this.
Hello, Jenny. Thank you so much for agreeing to divorce Colin. I appreciate it so much. Thanks to you, Colin and I were able to get married officially today.
Ah, you two already got married. I see you two are moving fast.
I've been keeping it quiet this whole time because I wanted to wait for the right moment to announce it. But I'm pregnant with Colin's baby.
You're pregnant?
I know! Isn't it amazing? So I'm going to be resigning at the end of the month. From now on, I'm going to be focusing on creating a happy family with Colin and our baby.
Oh, I see. You're resigning too? I wasn't informed of any of this as your manager.
Thank you for everything the last few years.
I don't care if you resign, but you better pay every single penny that I invoiced you and Colin. I'm sure you've heard from him, but I'm suing both you and Colin $30,000 each as consolation for all the stress you caused me.
Of course I know about that. Don't worry, I'm not going to run off without paying you. And plus, it's not so hard for me to pay that amount. I actually deposited the money already, so it should be deposited in your bank account sometime today.
What? You already paid the $30,000?
I don't know if you recall, Jenny, but I come from quite a wealthy family.
Oh, right. I remember you mentioned that when you first joined the team. Your parents own some properties around the city, right?
Yep, and thanks to them, the money you requested is nothing. I actually even paid Colin's $30K too.
You paid for both of you? That's $60K.
I mean, he left you so that he could be with me. Paying for Colin is the least I can do.
Huh. How generous of you. I don't know if Colin is worth any of that generosity, given what he's done.
That's how much I love him! And I'm the type of person who would do anything for love. He's kind and handsome and makes a lot of money and is a successful manager. He's the perfect package. Colin and I are meant to be.
If you say so.
If I can be with him, a little bit of money isn't a big deal. Thank you for divorcing Colin so that we can be happy.
Enjoy the peace while it lasts, Cassidy. You won't be able to be so happy when I'm done with you.
Come on now. There's no reason to spoil things with threats.
Do you really think you and Colin can be happy after all the people you hurt? You think it's that simple?
Oh my god, Jenny, are you jealous of me?
Why would I be jealous of you?
Just because you're pissed off with Colin for leaving you doesn't mean you have to embarrass yourself by threatening to get your revenge. That's so corny and sad. It's a little disappointing to see you like this. I looked up to you so much.
Wow, you're absolutely delusional. It's amazing how messed up you are inside.
I'm sorry to say this to you, Jenny, but Colin and I are going to be happy no matter what happens. In fact, we're already quite happy. Anyways, see you! Jenny, what is going on? What did you do? Colin's being transferred to Buffalo?
Oh, Buffalo? How nice. They should have found somewhere even more remote if they wanted to kick him out of the city.
That reaction. You did this, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it was you. Why else would Colin suddenly be transferred out to the boonies?
Great job, Sherlock.
I knew something was fishy. The timing of it all. It had to be you. Colin's boss contacted him out of the blue and announced his transfer out of nowhere. You told Colin's boss to transfer him to the middle of nowhere, right?
Come on, Cassidy, calm down. I'm his ex-wife, not a god. I don't have the power to do something like that. All I did was tell his workplace that he was having an affair while on the job.
Why would you do that?
Before our divorce, I asked Colin to show me evidence of the affair. I demanded that I wanted to see everything before I signed the divorce papers.
Wait, I don't want to know where this is going.
And you know what he did? He showed me everything. He went into so much detail, telling me about how he went on a date on this day or that day. He showed me pictures of you two together. I didn't even need to ask. He was so excited to show off the affair.
How could he be so stupid?
So I took everything that he showed me and shared it with his workplace. I didn't say transfer him to the boonies or anything like that. That was their decision to make. All I said was, "Are you sure you want an employee fraternizing with his mistress while working?"
And that's why they transferred him? Colin said his manager might even demote him.
Oh, that would mean he'd lose a big chunk of his salary too, no? That's unfortunate.
How could you do this to us, Jenny? How could you destroy a newly wedded couple like that? And I'm expecting a baby too, Jenny. We're about to start a family. How am I going to survive with him living hours away from the baby and I?
Why don't you just move to Buffalo?
What? Me? In Buffalo? I was born and raised in the city. How could I live out in the middle of nowhere?
Come on, Cassidy. Buffalo isn't that bad. It's not like it's some remote village. It's a decent city.
You think you can split us up? You think you can get in our way? Colin is smart. He'll figure out a way to get his position back, or find a new job or something. And I'm from a rich family. I can deliver the baby on my own. My parents will help me have my baby.
I wonder if things are actually going to go that way.
What do you mean? Did you do something else? What else did you meddle with, Jenny?
I hope everything goes as planned, Cassidy.
Jenny, what did you do? What did you say to my parents?
Aw, what's wrong now? Things aren't going as planned.
I told them I wanted to stay with them and deliver the baby, but they said they don't want anything to do with me. They said they won't even help me after the birth. They said I'm on my own.
Oh, that's too bad for you. You were really banking on them a few hours ago.
I know you did this. What did you say to my parents? They won't answer any of my calls or reply to any of my text messages.
All I did was explain the context of the divorce. I told them that I was getting a divorce because of you.
I already told them about all of that. They accepted that I was having an affair with your ex-husband and that the marriage is a result of that.
They accepted the affair part, right? But I don't think you told them that you were using one of their apartments without their permission. They weren't so happy about that.
Oh, God, no. The apartment.
I told them that you were using the apartments to mess around with Colin and that if they plan on renting out the room, they should hire a house cleaner to thoroughly clean out the space.
What? How do you know about the apartment? Who told you?
Like I said before, Colin told me everything.
Oh, no. He couldn't have.
There was a photo and a video of you and Colin sneaking into your parents' apartment to do God knows what.
Why would he show you that?
The value of a property is critical for real estate owners. But you know what's more important? Trust and integrity. So no wonder your parents were upset with you. You messed with the integrity of their business by using the property without their permission. Hey, Jenny. How's it going? Thank you for introducing me to such a great lawyer. Thanks to you, I might be able to ask for some sort of financial compensation for emotional damages. Really? That's amazing. I can't ask for all of my money back, but we might be able to get $10,000 or so, which is more than enough for me. That's amazing. I'm so happy for you. She'd always say things like she'd leave me if I didn't get her an expensive gift, or that she'd cheat on me if I didn't give her an allowance. The lawyer said those statements could be considered threats, so I might be able to get part of the money I spent on her back as compensation for emotional damages. I thought so too. I mean, her list of things she hates about you were ridiculous. I've never met anyone as shallow as Cassidy in my life. Honestly, Jenny, thank you so much. At first, I thought it was my fault that Cassidy was leaving me. I thought I wasn't doing enough and I deserved what was happening to me. But thanks to you, I feel so much better about myself. I know I can move forward onto better things. I didn't do anything wrong. I just got entangled with a messed up woman. I'm glad you're feeling that way. Even though we haven't had the best of luck with dating, let's hope things look up for us. I got my alimony, you might get your $10,000. That's a decent sum of money. Let's stay positive and strong and everything will be okay.
You are the worst thing that has happened to me. Why do you keep torturing me? Finn just demanded that I pay him $10,000.
It's your fault for threatening him and abusing him like you did. Stop complaining and pay him what he asked for.
I can't pay that money. I don't have money like that anymore.
If you don't have money, then why don't you ask your rich parents?
I can't. They're ignoring me now. This is your fault. You did this to me. You took everything from me.
Oh, shut up, Cassidy. You dug this grave yourself. There's no one else but yourself to blame here.
It goes to voicemail no matter how many times I call them, and all of the texts I sent them are being left on read. I can't pay Finn $10,000. That would ruin me.
Then why don't you ask Colin for help? He's your brand new husband. He'd probably help you since you're his sweet, lovely wife.
You know I can't do that either. I asked Colin for help, but he said I have to figure out how to solve the situation with Finn on my own. He said he doesn't have money to spend on a woman who might not even be the mother of his child.
Oh, wow. He turned you down pretty aggressively.
And how does he know everything? How does he know that I've had an abortion 3 times? How did you know about that? Why did you tell him about that? It was private. No one was supposed to know.
I'll be straight with you. I was pissed off. That's all this is. I told you I was going to get my revenge, right? I told you I was going to destroy you for what you did.
You did all of this because you were pissed off?
I was looking for something juicy that I could use to ruin you. Looks like you were quite the wild child in college, huh?
That's terrible. How could you do this to me? Just because you're jealous of my happiness doesn't mean you have the right to destroy it.
You can say whatever you want to say. I'm not a big fan of people who stand on the backs of other people in order to be happy.
But that doesn't warrant any of this. You tore my family apart. You tore my new marriage apart. My parents don't want anything to do with me anymore, and Colin and I are on the brink of divorcing already.
If you two can get through this and still be happy, then it must be true love. Until then, good luck.
How could you say that? You think you can walk away after everything you did to me?
Did you forget what you did, Cassidy? You hurt Finn, you hurt me and my marriage with Colin. You hurt your parents. I think you deserve every single bit of what's happening to you.
Shut up! Just shut up! I have to deliver the baby on my own because of everything you did. Colin said he didn't think I was such a promiscuous person, And if the paternity test comes back negative, he's going to divorce me.
And? Is it actually his?
Of course it's his child. But he won't believe anything I say anymore. He said he can't trust a woman that would throw herself onto a married man. He said he questions my morals and can't trust me anymore.
Huh, that's rich coming from the cheater himself. He was also married when he was sleeping with you. Classic Colin. He always finds a way to stroke his own ego.
I can't do this anymore. This isn't the happy life I was envisioning for myself. My mother and father and husband are all gone. How am I supposed to have this baby?
Oh, you'll be fine. You weren't scared of throwing yourself on your manager's husband. I think you'll be just fine. You'll figure out a way to survive the situation, too.
Are you patronizing me or supporting me? Which one is it?
Neither. You manipulated and hurt so many people. I don't care what happens to you. I think it's more than fair that you're in this situation.
I hate you, Jenny!
Anyway, I feel pretty good about how things are wrapping up. I won't be involving myself with you anymore, so don't worry. Hope you figure out a way to be happy. On your own. Cassidy eventually delivered the baby on her own. Even though the DNA test proved Colin was the father, Colin found a new woman while working in Buffalo and barely comes down to New York City to see Cassidy. What a jerk. Now she's stuck with a newborn baby and no one to rely on. On top of all of that, Cassidy's parents are still ignoring her, so she has no choice but to stay with Colin so that she can figure out a way to raise the baby. Oh, and Finn? He used the $10K he got from Cassidy to travel. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, press the like button. And everyone else, we'd love to hear your comments. Don't forget to subscribe too. Your support means so much to us. There are other satisfying videos, so take a look at the rest of our channel. See you at the next video.